want to talk about the Lakers. And Mr. LeBron James, I don't know if you guys know him, or I don't know if you've heard his name, but his name is LeBron James.
Rest in peace, my granny, she got hit by a bazooka.
Yo, someone made fun of me today for my corny soundboard. If something's turning corny, brother, you gotta smell it to me. Unruly's on a road trip right now through North Carolina. Brother, I will be here the whole stream. Unbelievable. Holes up. All my homies put the holes up. all my wings put them holes up. Hey! Denny Adjua passes the ball out to some guy who I don't know for Portland. Dribbles between his legs. Drives on De'Aaron Fox. Over the top. Misses the mid-range, but Time Lord is in for the rebound. Not really. Frelana has more wins than KD since 2023. What is Frelana? What is for really Lenio? What the crap? What? XD1! I mean, Unruly! Sorry. XD1, I love you, brother, but that was not for you. I'm so sorry. That was tough. Let's just run this one back. Unruly, what up, dude? Hey! Unruly out here gifting out 5 subs. OMG, bro. This minute, Hype Train has begun. We're rocking and rolling on the TBWZ postgame show. Man, man, Zach, I'm conflicted to say the least. Good picks, however, not positions we needed. Are you taking calls this stream? I will be in just a moment once we open things up a little bit more. We're going to just open the floodgates and let the people come on in and hang out. Unruly, unbelievable. We haven't seen Unruly in just a little bit. He is a busy man. He's a working man. We absolutely appreciate him. One of the OG dogs. If you guys like staring at the countdown screen before the streams and you're just mesmerized by the beautiful light leaks that this beautiful man did put into our edit, that was made by Unruly, by his hands. He handcrafted the beginning of our show. So shout out to Unruly for that awesome graphic. It's funny, we have this one at the front. It looks beautiful. It's awesome. And then this is the one that I made for the... Need to improve big time. Big time need to improve. Well, dude, we're rocking the Power Hour. Thanks for watching, guys. With the Vini Mog face. Let's go live on TikTok. Come on, your love. Shine on your brother. Everybody get together. Come and love one another right now. LeBron James is the greatest player to ever do it. I don't want to sit here and just glaze LeBron the entire show, but I could if you guys want to do that. What would you guys rather do? Talk about all of the games? Talk about the draft? Talk about basketball? Talk about the fight that's happening right now in Portland and the Spurs? OMG, do we have a brawl in Portland? Or do you want to just glaze LeBron the whole time? If we want to do the Glaze LeBron show, brother, I'm here for it. So's Robert Trejo. So's Dominic. Bang, bang. What did I say? Dominic in here. Bryce plays calling from a new phone number today. Broke my phone calling from my mom's. Wait, so Bryce, when you call into the show, that means you're calling from your mom's number. Wait a second. I'm going to have, oh my gosh, I'm going to have Bryce plays one's mom's number. The Power Hour coward showers, then puts his baby powder. Okay, the Power Hour coward showers, then puts his baby's powder in the microwave for an hour. We're hour shower bowering right now. Lake Show won the game tonight. What was an epic meltdown from the Houston Rockets. This series is now completely over, as we all know the great fact in the NBA postseason history, when teams go up 3-0 in a series, they are 159-0, about to make it 160-0, brother. I'm going sicko mode tonight. She's 70. Let's price. And he likes his steak cooked as a... Okay, all right. We're still rhyming in the chat right now, going off on it. Popping in, popping out. Sorry about that, Bryce. The Rockets had a 6-point lead in this game with 25 seconds left in the game. Then they threw the ball away on an inbounds pass. Marcus Smart got a steal. Instantly goes back up with it. And some bald dude, some bald fool out on the court. Bro, the Rockets were just like throwing guys in that were so washed back in like 2014. I'm like, what are we doing? What is Green doing out here all bald? Bald looking brother. I gotta chill on that. FaZe God's in here. Let's not have my mom's number saved. It's just a 1, maybe 2 time thing. Oh, phase God. That's who you are. That makes sense now. It's all clicking. I don't save any numbers. I save a couple, but no, I'm definitely saving it. Now it's got to be the Rockets are bad, not bro for show getting swept. Jamal, I don't know. I didn't say, obviously I had this series going 7. There's no shot it goes 7 anymore. Now, can it be a 5-game series? Yeah, sure. I think LeBron is going to go on cruise control. Can this thing still go to 7? Maybe. This Rockets team looks absolutely cooked, dude. They look like they don't want to be there. Alperen Sengun's their best player. Yuck. Kevin Durant didn't even play tonight with an ankle sprain. It was his knee in game 1. Spurs are losing. Absolutely. Spurs are losing in this game. It's 56-61. There's 22 seconds left in the second quarter, also known as the first half. Denny Advia chipped a tooth? Breaking news. Denny Advia chipped a tooth?
Breaking news.
The Israeli mercenary Denny Advia has chipped his tooth and is no longer a perfect 10 out of 10. He's now dropped to a 7.4. Let's do it. Hottest players in the NBA. Go. And I'm not talking like CJ McCollum hot. I'm talking like Kelly Oubre. I'm talking like Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole could low-key get it. All right. KD is definitely not playing game 4 to risk an injury for no reason. Yeah, Jamal, I think KD is just, he took tonight off and was like, hope they lose, and then they lost, and he's like, let's go. All the Rockets are planning their vacations already, right? Fred VanVleet sitting sideline like, man, why am I doing this? I need to be in Turks and Caicos tomorrow. This Rockets team is done, bro. But realistically, it didn't take the Lakers. It didn't take the Lakers putting a dagger in them for this team to be completely cooked. All it took was Kevin Durant and his burner during the All-Star break, completely ruining all of the chemistry that this team had built. I don't know how much chemistry they did have built, but whatever it was, it's now gone. We are rocking and rolling on TikTok. We are on YouTube. We are on twitch.tv/takeback with Zach. It's Takeback with Zach on all socials. And the TBWZ phone line, brought to you by Diet Coke, is officially open. Phone lines are open. Amon said Devin Booker. Yeah, true. Forgot about that. Steel Goat said Marcus Smart. Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. KD quit again. Cookster, I think KD just quit. We're getting a phone call right now. TikTok people, let me know if you can hear it or if I need to adjust anything. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Bryson, Memphis, Tennessee.
My guy, Bryson from Memphis. How are you doing, bro? Were you watching the basketball tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. What are your thoughts, dog?
Can't say that I had the Lakers winning in 4, 3-0. They're going to win in 4.
Yeah.
Can't say I had the Spurs. Trailblazers beating the Spurs.
Trailblazers are up on the Spurs right now in their home building. No Wembanyama on the court. I think a lot of people could have seen that, but the Spurs team did play well without Wembanyama throughout the regular season, but they're not doing that tonight. A lot of it is because of Time Lord, bro. Bryson, I'm just slowly becoming obsessed with big man in the NBA.
Yeah. I will have a hot take right now.
Okay.
I have the 76ers taking it to 7 games with Celtics.
You have them forcing a game 7 in this one, down 2-1 to the mighty Boston Celtics.
Yeah.
Wow. Do you have them winning in game 7 or just getting there?
No, I have them losing in game 7, but I do have them going to a game 7.
You have them getting to game 7 but losing.
More than capable of going to a game 7.
Bryson, you're more than capable I just messed up. I was going to call you really cool, but do you have any thoughts on the NFL draft that's been happening over the past 48 hours?
All I really care is about the Jaguar picks, and I don't think we've had any, or maybe we did. I think we grabbed Nate Borcheiker from Cincinnati.
Bryson, this might make you very mad, but 2 days ago on the show, I do a question of the day for all of the callers. Today's question of the day is nacho cheese or Cool Ranch. You can answer that at the very end. But 2 days ago, it was Bryce Young or Trevor Lawrence. Who's the better quarterback? And Bryce Young was outvoted 11-3 on T-Law.
Okay, so now we're just on drugs. About right. All right. I'm going to explain to you right now about why Trevor Lawrence is better QB. All right. So let's go over stats. Granted, he's been in the league a lot longer, but we're going to go over to Trevor Lawrence's stats right now. So this past season, he got hurt a couple of games, but he threw for 4,000 yards, 29 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. His last season where he threw for over 4,000 yards was 2023 when he only played 16 games.
But why is he better than Bryce Young?
He played 15 games this season and threw more. And Bryce Young, Bryce Young's on a great Panthers team.
Okay.
But he played. I think he got benched this season for Andy. Or was that last season? I know
that
he
was
got
last
benched.
year. He did get benched for Andy Dalton at some point in his career, which is tough.
And look, and I know that we both lost in the first round. That's something we have similar. But Bryce Young this year only threw for 3,011 yards. Trevor Lawrence threw for almost 1,000 yards more than what Trevor Lawrence did, with almost no wide receivers. Brian Thompson was hurt. Travis Hunter got hurt. And last time I checked, he had Terrell McMillan, and he had another wide receiver. I think it was Adam Thielen came back to Carolina, I believe.
Yeah.
And he had him to throw to. And Trevor Lawrence did that with no wide receivers, with Bryce Young having one of the best rookies in that draft, one of the best rookie wide receivers in that draft, and a still very good veteran in the league. And
Bryson, I absolutely love where you're going. I'm getting a bunch of calls coming in. I think you're discrediting your Jags team just a little bit, brother, but I love the energy for T-Law. Before you go, Bryson from Tennessee, question of the day, Cool Ranch or nacho cheese?
Cool Ranch.
Cool Ranch, first on the ballot. Bryson, you're the absolute man, bro. We'll talk to you soon, okay, dog?
Yep.
All right, peace. My guy Bryson calling into the show, getting us started, rocking with some T-Law. He's got to support his bro. As Cool Ranch goes up 1-0 on nacho cheese tonight, what's a bigger result, the Spurs and Portland game or nacho cheese versus Cool Ranch? What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
What's up, bro? It's Trey from Virginia.
Boom! I got Trey. It's Retrospect Music in the TikTok chat. He's on a podcast called You Don't Know Ball Pod with his friends Justin and someone else who I'm forgetting, but one day I will remember. My brother Trey, LeBron James is 20 years old again.
Can we talk about this?
Dude, we could just do the Glazed LeBron show all night.
Well, no, I'm going to do the opposite.
No.
So here's the problem. People want to talk about LeBron James like he just pulled off an epic masterclass. In reality, what happened was he turns the ball over 8 times over the course of the game. He has 2 teammates in Rui that step up huge and Marcus Smart who also step up huge. In the last minute of the game, he breaks a shot, turns the ball over again. They're down 5 with 30 seconds left. And if the Rockets weren't the most poverty organization possible, they would have been able to finish off that game.
The Rockets completely choked it down in the end. We did get a sub just now from a guy, Pizza Day. Thank you, Pizza. Yeah, dude, the Rockets completely choked this game. The Lakers were up pretty much the entire game. With 5 minutes left, the Rockets took the lead, but ultimately, it was the Marcus Smart insane steal, and then the 3 hit all 3 free throws, and then LeBron did some LeBron magic, bro.
That
this
was
game
clutch free throws, man. That was clutch.
Marcus Smart had 21 points and 10 assists. He also had 5 steals and 2 blocks in this game. Difference maker.
I bet the Celtics are kind of regretting letting him go. Could you imagine him on the Celtics team right now?
Dude, I mean, I kept looking at the Rockets the whole time. Don't have a point guard. Fred VanVleet, Trey, correct me if I'm wrong, he was out the entire season. So they had the entire They had the entire first half to go and trade for or pick up a point guard, and they just decided not to.
I really think that people sleep on VanVleet. I actually think he would have been a huge difference maker for this Rockets team. Because the other problem is that, you got to keep in mind, outside of KD, this team's got, no experience. You've got Reed Shepherd, who's very young. You've got Şengün, who's very young. This is a team of, very young guys. And I feel like having 2 vets in KD and VanVleet, who both have championship experience, would probably be very helpful.
Dude, I think having Kevin Durant, one of the best players of all time, would have been very helpful for this Houston team. But yeah, they had their best offensive night. They for the first time in regulation, they hit triple digits. It's a team that wants to go home, bro. A team that doesn't want to go home.
And I'll tell you what, man, your guys' role players on the Lakers have been stepping up huge in this series.
Yeah.
All the role players. Hachimura looks great. Smart looks great. Kennard looks like Austin Reeves reborn. Even Bronny tonight was
There
kind of
it
getting
is.
involved a little bit.
There it is, dude. The Bronny conversation. I'm here to have it. He had 9 minutes. He had 5 points. Bro, first father-son assisted alley-oop in the playoffs. Craziness.
That was insane. I will say that's a great moment. And correct me if I'm wrong, the Lakers win by 4, right?
The Lakers did win by 4, and I think,
And
correct me if I'm
Bronny
wrong.
had 5 points.
Okay,
So
wait.
if LeBron didn't have a kid,
Oh, gosh.
there you go.
Wow. Dude, 21 years ago, this playoff win was promised to us.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. LeBron clutched up by having a kid.
Dude, that is so awesome. Trey, unbelievable stuff. Before you go, brother, if you have more stuff, we can get to it. But before that, question of the day, Cool Ranch or nacho cheese?
Yeah, nacho cheese for me all day long.
Yeah, it's got to be. Doritos Classic Chip, one of the best cheese chips. Brother Trey, anything else for the people on your way out?
Yeah, I just want to give a big shout out to my Washington boys tonight. We drafted again. Antonio Williams, very, very happy about him. Unfortunately, I don't know if you know much about our fan base, but Washington's fan base is kind of like, have you ever seen a hurt dog when it has a new owner?
Yeah, of course. They're still like skittish and
That's
sad.
our fan base. Because Snyder absolutely traumatized everybody for 20 years. So whenever we pick anyone, our fan base says it's terrible. And I just want to let Antonio Williams know, for whatever random reason he happens to listen, Antonio Williams, bro, you're welcome in your home. Happy to have you, brother.
The Commanders fans are happy about Antonio jumping on their team, and Sonny Styles as well, right?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Couldn't be happier.
He's going to be awesome. Trey, it's Retrospect Music in the TikTok. He will be in the chat hanging out for a little bit, bro. Follow him and keep hanging with us, dog. Thanks for calling in, Trey.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you having me as always, bro.
Of course, bro. Peace. Unbelievable stuff from Trey. Yeah, if you guys want to come in and talk about the picks that your team made, I'm absolutely all over that. I love hearing about your fandom and how much you care about your team. Before we do that, though, I am taking a call from my friend right here. What is up? Oh, what is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, it's Mo from Boston.
Mo from Boston on the line right now. Hailstorm Sports is going to be next on the line if you guys want to stick around for Hailstorm. But Mo from Boston, big win for your Celtics tonight, bro.
Yeah, very, very. Jason Tatum with that clutch shot. I was watching that.
Yeah, Tatum absolutely went off. He was great. The Sixers had 6 guys score all of their points. Quentin Grimes had 2 points off the bench. Justin Edwards had 0 points off the bench. It felt like the Celtics just had a balanced attack the entire game, and like they were in the lead the whole game. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but it felt like the Sixers had no chance in this one.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think most of the Celtics players were doing pretty well tonight. We had, I think, Peyton Pritchard with 15.
Yeah.
Eric White was doing pretty well defensively. I can't say the same with Vucevic, though. Not a big fan of that
tough.
guy, but
Do you
I
think
think we needed to trade him for Anthony.
How do you feel like I've been watching the Neemias Queta and Andre Drummond matchup this entire series. I've been very thrilled by it. I think Neemias Queta is holding his own out there. I do worry, though, if Embiid gets into this series.
I wouldn't be worried if Embiid entered the series. So, I mean, let's say somehow he comes back. Let's say Game 5 back at home. I wouldn't be scared if I was Neemias Queta. He's been doing pretty well. Offensively and defensively this year. He's pretty good. Getting his boards up. Really good comeback for a player this year.
Yeah, it's just all been like a team approach this entire season with Boston, and they're playing unbelievable basketball. Do you have any fear about this series, or is it Celtics in 6?
No, I can see the Celtics going to 5.
Okay.
I'll be at the game anyways because I'm working there. But
nice, bro.
Yeah,
you work at the Garden, at TD Garden?
Yeah.
Nice. I used to live in Brookline. I went to BU, so I would go over to the Garden all the time. Right over there by the North End. You ever go to Regina's Pizza over in the North End there?
I've been there a couple times, yeah.
Bro, Regina's is the best.
Yeah. It's with let's say the Rockets game tonight. I mean, I honestly seen them go at least win one game this series, but it doesn't seem like they're going to be win at all this series.
Yeah, they look absolutely dead. They are ready to go home and go on vacation, and the Lakers will move on along with your Celtics. But Mo, awesome job, dog. Before you go, question of the day, Cool Ranch or nacho cheese?
It's a tough choice. I'm going to go with nacho cheese, though.
Nacho cheese is up 2-1 after Mo gave it that vote. Dog, thanks for calling in. Thanks for following the show, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Yep.
Peace. Nacho cheese up to an early 2-1 lead in this one. Charlie Kirk has joined the chat. OMG milk. ONG milk. On gang milk. What is up, guys? Live on the phone right now from Charlotte, North Carolina. Give it up for Hailstorm Sports. What's up, bro?
What's going on, man? Dude.
Dog, your team is no longer in the playoffs. You get to just like sit back and watch it. I'm sure you're kind of keying in heavy on the Eastern Conference right now. It's a lot better of a conference than it was a couple years ago.
Yeah, Eastern Conference is so good. And, you know, I am keying in heavy. I'm a Hornets fan, Hornets guy. I do cover the Hawks for one of my jobs. So
oh, nice.
I'm rooting for the Hawks because it's a Twitter job, so I get to troll Knicks fans, which is great.
Dude,
so
they're
great.
some of the like hardest people to deal with, these Knicks fans.
I know. And it's funny because their fan base is really passionate. They have a really good fan base.
Mm-hmm.
Like good in in a passion sense. They can be some a-hole sometimes, respectfully.
Yeah.
But I keep making the jokes like they're good fans aren't even in the arena because they're priced out. So like when the Hawks won in Atlanta, I had a post do semi-well talking about MSG. Knicks fans finding out what a good crowd sounds like.
Yeah, because most of the people in that building aren't even Knicks fans. Man, that series has flipped the Hawks' way with another game at home. Do you think they take this next game tomorrow?
I think that Mike Brown just does too much since there's everything. It's either going to be a Knicks win or a Hawks win big, I think. I don't think it's going to be a close game. I think Mike Brown's going to go crazy, try a bunch of stuff. And there's a world where, I mean, I would say the Knicks on paper are more talented than the Hawks. So
I would agree with that.
They can win it.
Yeah. I keep doing this analysis. It's very, very dumb, but it makes sense to me. Is like if you just like removed all of the names off the back of the jerseys and they both wore the same colors and you blurred the faces out so you didn't know who the guys were or what New York was or who was on Atlanta, these teams would be the exact same team.
It's kind of fair. I think that the cat is the only big difference there, but
sure.
You got to remember, the Hawks are this is going to sound stupid when I say it, but it's just trust me. The Hawks are missing Jock Landale, which is a huge deal.
Dude,
he played so well after being added to the Hawks. And then Goga Batazzi kind of injures him on a semi-dirty play there. Mm-hmm. And he's been out since. I mean, the Hawks interior defense off the bench is the worst part of their team, and they're missing a 7-footer who can also hit threes.
Dude, it's Jock Landale would be a huge addition to this team because I think they do have an advantage inside if they were able to exploit it. But I think Mitchell Robinson's just not getting enough run in here. Like Okongwu's very undersized for a 5.
Yeah, I really think that it's because they were fouling him really bad to start the series, and he missed a bunch of free throws to start. And I think Mike Brown put him off. I think they were kind of scaring him into not running anymore, which it worked a little bit.
Yeah, Mike Brown is absolutely trying everything. The buttons he's pushing have not been working, but Quinn Snyder, coaching masterclass. It feels like whenever they have an inbounds play, they're just going to score on it no matter what.
Yeah, it's so funny because Quinn was not a very good coach this year, I would say. All year, watching the team, I was always like, man, this feels like this team's getting held back in a way. And then the postseason comes around, he's playing 40 chess. It's pretty great. But, dude, honestly, that series fun. But LeBron, dude, that last 40 seconds of the regulation, I was standing up, dude. I'm such a LeBron fan.
Dude, it was absolute cinema. To see us down 6 with 25 seconds left, Marcus Smart obviously has the clutch steal and then the 3, and then the very next possession, LeBron steal and then 3, and he almost hit that shot at the end of regulation, dude.
I think I would have cried if he hit that shot. But the wherewithal, because he switched out to Şengün, got the stop on Şengün, and then jumped in the air and called timeout after getting the rebound to get the time. He's just so smart, dude. LeBron's so much fun. He's 41 years old, still doing it, man.
To even get that shot off, to have 1.2 seconds left on the clock, that was just an impressive play in general. He's awesome. You're awesome, Hailstorm Sports. Before you go, dog, nacho cheese or Cool Ranch?
I don't get why it's 2-1, dude. Give me Cool Ranch. Cool Ranch clears. I like nacho cheese, Doritos are goated, but
Yeah.
there's something about Cool Ranch that just hits right. You know what I'm saying?
I absolutely love it. His name is Hailstorm Sports on TikTok and everywhere else that you get your socials. Hailstorm, we'll talk to you soon, bro. Thank you.
See you, bud.
Peace. Frank Moff is in the chat. OKC Lakers could feed families. Do we want to start doing a look ahead already to OKC and Lakers? And that 4-2-3 number, we're going to take you in 3 minutes. So at the 20-minute mark on the hour, 4-2-3 will take you, and then 8-1-5 will take you after that. So it's going to go 4-2-3s leading off, and then 8-1-5, you are on deck, brother. OKC and Lakers could feed families, according to Frank Moff. I'm absolutely with you on this series, as it's 59-70. Portland has an 11-point lead with 1 minute into the third quarter here. I do not believe that the Lakers have enough to beat OKC. Obviously, when you add in Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves, sure. The way it's trending, though, it's trending towards both of those series being 4-0 sweeps. Now, if that happens, they will get a decent amount of rest, maybe 4-ish days of rest in between, but that series will start early. Like, Adam Silver and the NBA are not going to just sit around and wait for all of round one to end and then start the games. Like, as much as it's great for LeBron to rest and for Luke Kennard and Marcus Smart and Ayton and all of the guys who are playing to get that rest time, it's also like maybe the series was a bit more extended. It would give more time for Luka Doncic to come back. Because right now it looks like Austin Reeves is progressing to come back in Game 4. He was questionable tonight, warmed up with the team. Think he felt good and looked good. Ultimately, they exercised a bit of caution on the Austin Reeves coming back into this game. It's still 11 points, 1 more minute into the game. Vassell is driving out to Champagny. Champagny back to Vassell. Castle for 3. He's been unbelievable today as he hits another 3. Steph Castle's on another mission. Can I call, brother man? I have some steam to kick off. So I got a 4-2-3 area code is leading off and 8-1-5 is on deck. If you want to be next, Bray, let me know. What game? I'm watching the Portland and Spurs game right now. Adam Bona cannot play anymore in this series. Jake, I think he was the only starter with a positive plus minus on the Philadelphia 76ers. It was a tough watch, but I thought Andre Drummond got some really, really good run in there. Andre Drummond hits 1-3, and he's like, all right, I'm going to shoot 4 or 5 more of these throughout the game. If he misses his first 3, he doesn't shoot another one. I feel like I just want Andre Drummond to miss the first 3 so he doesn't just jack him up all night. Lakers in 4. Let's go, Vic. Rockets are going to Cancun on Sunday. Brother, they're going to Turks and Caicos tomorrow, dog. They're forfeiting Game 4. So Lakers won the series. I'm already here for it. Yeah, I'm going to call this one. They're not going to be the first team to lose 3-0, right? And if they are, this clip is going to go straight viral. But there's no shot the Lakers are the first team in NBA history to lose the series after going up 3-0. Especially to this sorry Rockets team with sorry Kevin Durant and that jerk coach over there, Ime Udoka, and that big European, Alperen Sengun, flopping around like an inflatable man at a used car lot all night. Jabari Smith Jr.'s whatever. Amen Thompson's not very good at basketball. 4-2-3, you're a minute early, but I'll take you. Who's more clutch than Tatum or LeBron tonight? Maybe it's going to be Luke Cornett. But, brother, you're live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name's Brayton, man. I'm from Tennessee.
Brayton from Tennessee, my guy. What part of Tennessee are you in, Brayton?
Like east, more east than middle.
Eastern Tennessee. You're on that eastern seaboard, dog. You're calling into the show. What do you want to talk about tonight?
Dude, I have some steam. Oh, my goodness. Let me tell you. Oh, my God. Dude,
are you a Rockets fan? Oh,
yes,
no.
Dude. Oh, my goodness. Okay, listen, dude. We need to fire Udoka.
Yeah.
The spacing on our team is so bad. I can't do it. I can't watch it. It's such bad basketball. I can't watch it.
Is it just everyone's too big?
Like, why is the spacing so bad, man? And how does Amen Thompson, dude, let Marcus Smart at his grown age drop 25 points? Like, how do you let him do that to you in Game 2? Like, how do you let him do that to you?
Brayton, my frustration would be all year you knew Fred VanVleet was going to be out. Why did you guys not go out and get a point guard? Like, New York got Jose Alvarado. Jose Alvarado would be good for you guys tonight.
Dude, yes, because I was thinking about it in my brain. We need to trade somebody, and we can't trade Amen Thompson because he has too much potential.
Yeah.
I think Sengun isn't worth it. We need to trade KD. We need to get him off the team.
Oh, we're going KD off, but we're keeping the role players around him.
Yes, we need to take KD off, and we need to trade for a point guard. We need to trade like KD and like a Justin Holiday, or I think Justin Holiday and Kevin Durant are 2 good players to trade.
Okay.
And we need to get a good point guard.
What about Fred VanVleet? He's a pretty good point guard, and Steven Adams off the bench. Like, if you have those two guys next year or in this series, let's just say Fred VanVleet and Steven Adams, if they were healthy for this series, you think you'd get swept still?
I think if we had Fred, we would win this series easily.
Yeah, so there's your answer right there. I guess the answer might just be run it back, but I don't think Rockets fans really want to run this thing back with KD because KD seems over this team.
As long as we get rid of KD, I think I'll be happy. And we need to fire Udoka too. Wow,
yeah, Udoka doesn't seem like he has a single adjustment that guys are listening to. It feels like he just lost the locker room. It's a tough situation in Houston. Your football team over there is pretty good, though. Are you a Texans fan or are you Titans?
I don't watch the NFL, man.
Oh, you're just locked in on NBA.
Yes, dude. I tried to watch the NFL for a little bit. I couldn't do it.
Well, you've watched this Lakers team now 3 nights in a row. I'm sure you've seen OKC this season. Do the Lakers have any chance next round against OKC?
Luka and AR will be back, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think they have a chance, but I think the Thunder will still come out on top.
Yeah.
I think I can confidently say Thunder in 6. Honestly.
Thunder in 6.
Thunder in 6.
Brayton, not a bad prediction, brother. Unbelievable call. I don't know if it's your first time, but you killed it, dog. Before you go, question of the day: Cool Ranch or nacho cheese?
Man, that's a good question. Oh my God. Nacho cheese, dude. Nacho cheese.
Nacho cheese now takes a 3-2 lead. Brayton, thanks for calling in. God bless, brother, and we'll talk soon.
You are welcome. God bless, dude. Have a nice
Peace. Nacho cheese up 3-2, which was a shocker. I haven't even voted yet. In this one because I'm still mulling it over. Mulling it. Wait, what's that? What is that actual song called? Motoran. Dude, that reminds me of a very funny inside joke that's not funny for anybody but me and my friend John. And my friend Trevor. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
What up, Zach? It's Damien again from Chicago.
My guy Damien from Chicago. Unbelievable call on today's show. Thanks for coming back, dog. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm on cloud 9, bro. The Lakers won tonight. They're up 3-0. They're going to beat the Rockets and take OKC down.
I see it.
Do you see the vision? Spurs and Portland are playing right now. It's a 12-point lead for the Spurs. We had that Celtics and Philly game go back and forth until the Celtics ultimately did take the lead. Philly looks cooked to me.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
It's not looking good. It seems like their only player out there sometimes is Tyrese Maxey, and he gave them their all. He had 31 points tonight and had an awesome game, but Jason Tatum and the Celtics were just too good. What was your biggest takeaway from the sports tonight, whether the NBA or the draft, Damien?
I'm looking to talk about the draft, man. I got some bone to pick with Ryan Poles.
So earlier in today's show, you were stoked on the Bears draft, and now you got a bone to pick. Well, pick it, brother.
Man, we went from drafting safety in the first round, and every Bears fan in Chicago being under the assumption we were taking an edge or some sort of D-line.
Yeah,
and this
front
motherfucker
seven.
proceeds to draft offense 3 picks in a row.
And that's not necessarily something this team needs, bro. This is one of the best offenses in the league last year.
Wait till you hear the positions, bro. Bro, pick a tight end and a receiver.
Didn't you lose DJ Moore?
We lost DJ Moore, but we have Jade Walker, who scored like 4 times for us in the playoffs as a rookie.
Yeah. And Luther Burden is probably going to be leading the way for that. It's going to be Luther Burden and Adunze and Burden. Yeah.
Yeah, with Walker as a 3. And Ryan Poles went on a presser after the draft saying he doesn't even see the wide receiver we drafted spotting an instant when he ran a 4.28.
What a weird situation right now in Chicago. Do you think it's a play for like a bigger move? Do you think he's playing 4D chess right now, or he's just an idiot? Because he's a pretty smart GM.
Nah, he has his moments. Where he's a pretty smart GM.
Damien, what was that noise you made?
Man, I don't even know. That's me thinking about what you said and realizing, oh, wow, I don't know about that.
Bro, Damien, unbelievable. Thank you for joining the show. Before you go, question of the day. Cool Ranch or nacho cheese?
Cool Ranch. Got a bag right here.
Got a bag right there. Can I hear a crunch? Damien, you're the best, bro. Talk soon.
Talk soon, bro. Have a good one.
All right. Cool Ranch is now tied it up. It's 3-3. Cool Ranch nacho cheese. Laser Rat Motoran. Sister Christian by Night Ranger. I ran 9.5 second 40 and laxed because Skillman gave me a dead leg before speed test. Unruly, I don't know. You played the cross. Is a 9.5 second 40-yard dash good, or is Laser Rat the slowest man to ever exist? Retrospect, you're the man, dog. Thank you so much, bro. Pinning that comment aggressively. How many people are in line? I've got no callers in line right now. Leo's in the chat. If Lakers want to go further, DeAndre Ayton needs to score more. 33 minutes, only 2 points. Yeah, he played some good defense down the stretch. I mean, Şengün was unstoppable tonight, but yeah, there's an issue at the big. We kind of knew that last year. There was always an issue with this team at the 5 spot. And it kind of reared its ugly head. It's only going to get worse, though, going up against Chet Holmgren and then eventually probably Victor Wembanyama. So if it's bad against Şengün, brother, I don't even know what's about to happen later in these rounds once we face Chet and OKC next round. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. Please mute the stream in the background, keep it clean, and let the people know your name and where you're calling from.
I'm Amon from California.
Amon from California. I'm also in California, dude. I'm in OC. Where are you at?
Bay Area.
The Bay Area up north, my guy. You're calling into the show today. We're talking NBA. We're talking NFL draft, NHL playoffs. Amon from California, what did you want to talk about tonight, bro?
The officiating and the day before yesterday's game versus OKC. Suns versus OKC. I'm a Suns fan.
That was awful.
It might have been the worst thing I've ever seen. How are you supposed to beat a championship caliber team if the refs are on their side?
Amon, I'm just going to, as long as you don't cuss, bro, the floor is yours. Do you want to just rip into the NBA referees right now?
Yeah, okay. So you can see, that one technical that Booker got was, just unacceptable. The way he didn't even do anything wrong. Clearly he wasn't looking back. He just threw the ball behind him, and then basically it just hit Jalen Williams. But I don't see how that's a tech. There's no clear evidence. And then a few plays before, or I don't know exactly when this happened, they called an offensive foul on Booker. So, Shea did the same move, but they called it on Booker because it's unnatural shooting movement. And the same fouls that Shea's getting, the Suns players aren't getting, or forget the Suns player, just Booker as a superstar. And I feel like it's just a joke.
It's an absolute joke. I absolutely feel so bad for Devin Booker and all the Suns fans out there. We got to figure something out. I'm going to write a letter to Adam Silver. If I do, will you sign it for us, Amon?
Yeah, no, 100%.
Unbelievable. Amon, before you go, dog, question of the day, Cool Ranch or nacho cheese?
Cool Ranch. Yeah.
Cool Ranch
I don't know
just...
how to like that.
Wow. Cool Ranch just took the lead 4-3 over nacho cheese. Brother Amon, thanks for calling into the show. We're going to keep it rolling. God bless you. We'll talk soon.
Talk soon. Thank you.
Peace. I can always tell when I hit someone with a God bless you, and they're just like, I didn't sneeze, bro. Ah, jeez. I mean, that was really bad. Ah, jeez. Where's the SpongeBob song? Guys, right now, fastest 40 time in the chat is Unruly with a 4.640 official. Official 4.640 for Unruly. Does anybody have a better 40 time than Unruly? My official 40 was 4.72 flat. I ran it at USC's quarterback camp. At the same quarterback camp I thought I was a big baller at. I was like, yeah, let's go, dog. Hey, I'm at USC right now, quarterback camp. Sam Darnold was there. Sam Darnold was there. Not a single coach talked to any player except for Sam Darnold. It was completely humiliating. And that is the day where I realized I'm not very good at ball. It happens for everybody. Bro, one of the hardest days for an athlete is realizing they have to hang it up. Cue the sad music, bro. You give your all. Just kidding. You give your all to a sport. Your entire childhood, essentially. Every weekend. Every spare moment, your parents spend thousands of dollars on it. You get to high school and you're like, oh wait, he's better than me, and she's better, and they're better, and wait a second, and they're way better. Oh crap! You're 14 years old and you're just sitting there, you're like, I'm not going to the league. Oh no! One of the hardest things for a young athlete to realize is they're not going to the league. It happens quick for a lot of them. The coolest part for young athletes has got to be realizing they can go to the lead. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yo, Zach. I'm from New York. Do you
is
think
this Mog?
the earth is flat when LeBron walks upon it, bro?
He flattens it out. Where he steps, bro, angels sing beautiful hymns every time he steps on the court.
Yo, the fact that the Rockets got clapped today by the Lakers, literally, and at their own home, like, bro, everybody would say at home, no, they're gonna win at home, of course. You know, with and without KD, their cheeks, bro, like, they're so overrated, bro. They're so booty. I hate the Rockets now. They're so overrated.
Mog, what about at the beginning of the series? What did Stephen A. Smith say? What did every analysis say about this series? What was their prediction?
Every announcer, you know the guy, you know the one with the long hair? I forgot his name, the one with the long hair.
Diana Rossini?
I swear he was talking the most hottest smack ever, and then he's literally been glazing LeBron all series.
That's what you got to do, bro. You talk smack on LeBron, and then he shoves it in your face, and then you start glazing him, and everyone's like, oh, that guy was mature. But everyone picked the Rockets to sweep the Lakers, and that did not happen. Mog.
That Celtics to 76ers game was good, too. I was watching it when I was waiting for the Lakers game. That was like a really good second and third quarter where the Sixers started beating them at one point, actually. It was really enjoyable, actually.
It was a tight game. It was kind of back and forth the entire time. The Celtics did have the lead for pretty much the whole game. It felt like Celtics would go up 8, Philly would tie, then Celtics would go on a run again. I'm at this point where I'm like, free Tyrese Maxey, bro. He went off again tonight.
Exactly. Yo, Tyrese Maxey and Paul George were going crazy.
It's so sick. It was vintage. Mog, you are the absolute man. Before you go, question of the day. Cool Ranch or nacho cheese?
Cool Ranch. Nacho cheese is just iconic.
Wait, so, okay. Well, which one? You said Cool Ranch or nacho cheese?
It's Cool Ranch, but
okay,
you know, people who just say nacho cheese are just going based off of like nostalgia.
Oh, no, a nostalgia play. We're not even using our true taste buds, but Mog is. Brother, thanks for hanging out with us. You gonna be in the chat for a little bit?
Yeah, I'll be in the live today. I was playing basketball when y'all was live like during the day, but I'm gonna be in the live tonight.
I would much rather you play ball than watch the show. It's much healthier for you. But brother, thanks for calling in. We'll talk soon.
Yeah.
My guy Mog calling in from New York City just to glaze LeBron and the Lakers for a little bit. Pizza Day is upset right now with the officiating. Still mad about the officiating going on. We're now talking about De'Aaron Fox running the same move as D-Book, and it was a defensive foul. I might have read that completely wrong. Dude, I don't know how much my 40 is. My sport does a yo-yo test. Pizza Day, what the crap is a yo-yo test? Jesus is calling. Celtics 76ers 100% going to Game 7. Jesus, I don't know about that, dog. I know the game was like tight and it was kind of back and forth and it was like felt like a close game. It really wasn't. It was like the Celtics were kind of in control of that game the entire time. It felt like, at least from my eyes. Maybe I'm blind. Maybe it's Maybelline. Portland Trailblazers have a 10-point lead now. They've pretty much been in control this entire third quarter. It's been back and forth, but ultimately they went in at halftime with a 10-point lead, and that is still the total. Vassell has the ball for the Spurs out to Fox. I don't know who the offense is going to come from for the Spurs. I have no idea where the offense is going to come from. Sue said Embiid probably going to be back soon, too. I don't know. A yo-yo test is a pacer on crack, I think. Pizza Day, do you do that weird, not weird, do you do that like boxcar racing thing where the guys are just like, does that make any sense? Are you a race car driver? Do you guys know race car spelled backwards is race car? Isn't that crazy? What are those called? Automatopoeias? Is that an alliteration? I think it's an alliteration. What's a euphemism? Denny Adjeville got poked in the eye. Out to Drew Holiday. Completely bricks a 3. Drew Holiday is 37,000 years old, dude. And still looks good out there for this Portland team. That is not afraid of this Spurs squad at all. Dude, I was sitting here all day saying that this Spurs team without Victor Wembanyama is good enough to win. Bro, I don't know. Oreo the cat got to be losing his mind. Kind of a weird combo between cricket and basketball, but yeah. Pizza Day plays, I was going to say something so mean. Pizza Day, are you in the Paralympics? All right. Dude, I was watching the Paralympics last night, watching them play basketball. Dude, so boring. Wheelchair basketball, most boring sport I've ever seen in my life. I bet it's so fun for those guys to like go out and play. Why? I don't like. It's cool that it's on TV. It's on TV for like the 17,000 people that care out of 7 million Americans. That was such a bad sentence. I just think wheelchair basketball low key kind of sucks, dude. Boston ain't scared of Embiid, bro. Frank Moff. Boston looks scared of Bona. Boston looks scared of Andre Drummond. I know I'm just messing around. I don't think they're scared of anyone that the Sixers are going to throw at them, but Neemias Queta is not having like the best series. I thought he would play a little bit better. They're definitely disadvantaged at the 5. The worry I have about Embiid coming back into the lineup is so much attention from Tatum and Derek White and Jaylen Brown. The perimeter defense is going towards those 2 guards and Paul George. So I think if you bring Embiid in, some more help defense is going to have to go that way to the big man down low in the front court. I think it'll have this backcourt that's already absolutely cooking, like even get better. That's my one fear if Embiid does come back for the Celtics is like it's kind of a matchup nightmare. It's not that Quest not playing well. It's that he's not playing a ton of minutes. Jordan Diggle. Well, that name sounds like a slur. Are we done with the Vucevic minutes? I know he's like nice from 3 and he's a good weapon. He's like a 7-footer that can like shoot well and like he's a guy like we like on the floor. But when I'm watching them play, I'm like, why are Vooch and Queta like splitting so much time? I think they're just doing it because they traded for Vooch. They're like, we traded for this guy. We kind of need him to be in the game. But I think Queta's clearly the better 5. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I haven't watched this team enough. How does cricket have anything to do with the Paralympics? Yeah, Pizza Day, you're right. I don't know how my mind works in mysterious ways, brother. Dog, I haven't had it, but the Western Bacon Fried Chicken Sandwich from Carl's Jr. looks absolutely bussin'. It looks straight bussin' with the boys. I wish I was friends with Will Compton and Taylor Lewan. Oh, that'd be cool. They're hanging out with us. Hey, guys. They probably are so boring to hang out with. I would try to ask them questions about cinema. They'd have no idea. I'd be like, hey, do you guys know anything about music theory? And they're like, music whatty? Like the Beatles? I'd be like, hey, do you guys want to put on something like maybe some like Supertramp? Or I could even do some jazz, some Bill Evans. They'd be like, you mean Metallica? I don't know. What am I doing there? I'm being a jerk. It feels like Philly had to win that game tonight. I'm kind of with you. It felt like Frank Moff is correct. Like that was a game that Philly needed to win tonight in order to keep this series going. But ultimately they did not. And it's now a 2-1 lead for the Boston Celtics. Celtics have a 2-1 lead over Philly. Lakers now have a 3-0 lead over Houston. And Portland is looking to take a 2-1 lead over the San Antonio Spurs. This quarter has gone back and forth. But ultimately the Portland Trailblazers are still on top in this game right now. Taking a look at the box score with all the homies. Devin Vassell has 8. Champagny has 8. Cornette playing a good game with 12. But the real story for the Spurs is Mr. Steph Castle with 22 points. 5 boards. Sorry. Yeah, 2 boards and 3 assists. Steph Castle woke up and said, I'm going to play basketball tonight. Suns in 6, though. Yeah. Pete today said the Suns game made him lose his mind. He's just out to lunch right now. I'd genuinely be disappointed if Tatum lost to the 76ers. I'd be mad at Jason Tatum like a father to a son. I'm disappointed in you. You cannot be missing free throws right now. I think the Spurs are cooked, bro. Dylan Harper just missed a free throw. He's having a decent game so far, though. There's 2 minutes and 43 seconds left in the third quarter. It's an 84-78 lead. They've cut the lead to 6 now. You just don't want to let this Spurs team back in. I know a ton of people were saying, and go Ducks! Did they win, PV? Celtics should play Queta with Brown running the offense, but Vooch when Tatum is running the offense. Jordan Diggle, do you think they decide, like, hey, you're going to run the offense right now? I'm going to do it later. Or is it like whoever has the hot hand? Denny Advia misses inside. San Antonio knocked it out of bounds, but they do retain possession. It looks like De'Aaron Fox bringing it up. Trying to go really quick to the hole. No one wants to shoot the rock. Everyone for the Spurs right now looks afraid to shoot. This is when De'Aaron Fox needs to take over in this game. You are the crafty vet. You are the guy on this team that's kind of been here before. I don't see Harrison Barnes on the floor. He's hurt still. Wembanyama's sideline knocked out cold. Denny Advia goes to the hole, goes up for a dunk. It's absolutely obliterated inside by Keldon Johnson. Flops on the floor like a little baby girl. I'd be flopping too, though. 5-4 Ducks, 4 minutes left. Ducks on the power play. Let's go. Come on. Anaheim? That was just so not convincing at all. Any good calls tonight? Yeah, we've got some good stuff so far. Some fun people calling into the show. I had a kid call in today that was unbelievable. He had no idea what to say. He had no points. He had no takes. he literally just called in, and I was like, what's up? What do you want to talk about? And he's like, I don't know. I'm like, do you want to talk about the draft? He's like, sure. And I'm like, what did you think about it? And he's like, I don't know. And I'm like, well, what about this pick? And he's like, yeah, I guess. I'm like, all right. And then we just talked for like a minute about him. And then he called back in, trying to do a fake Southern accent. Dude, it was the best thing ever. This kid called in from Seattle, Washington. I was like, hey, do you go to school or do you work? And he's like, I work at Starbucks. He had like a very high-pitched voice. He was very, very funny. Super cool kid. Said he was a freshman in high school working at Starbucks. Hey, Starbucks does not hire 14-year-olds, last time I checked. And then a minute later, the exact same phone number calls in. I have caller ID. I could see the phone number. He calls back into the show, and it's like, this is Laverne from Alabama. And he was just trying to do a different voice. It was the funniest thing ever. I absolutely loved that kid. Shout out to him, whoever you are. Forget your name. Jonathan Grenard got $100 million and $50 million guaranteed. Yes, Jonathan Grenard. Breaking news, guys.
Breaking news.
The Minnesota Vikings have traded Jonathan Grenard to the Philadelphia Eagles for a third-round pick that they used tonight and a third-round pick for next year. Part of the deal is that the Philadelphia Eagles are going to sign Grenard to a $100 million extension, essentially for the next 4 years, basically. I think that's what it's worth. Is it worth it? I don't know. I'm not here to answer that question. I think it'll be worth it once we figure out how he plays for the team. You know what I mean? But Jonathan Grenard was an all-pro. He was a pro bowler. It's now 85-83. It's a 2-point game now. As Portland has gone on an 8-0 run in this one. Zach would make a great radio podcast peak. Absolutely. That is the goal. That is the dream for this thing to be a full-time radio show podcast. My head is starting to hurt. So when I get headaches, fellas, it's more like a migraine. Like it comes on, I'm like, oh no, here it is. Here she blows. There she blows. My head starts to hurt. It usually is like a 3 or 4 day long headache. Can someone look that up? Am I dying? Can someone please look that up? If like having a headache for 3 or 4 days is a bad thing? Because if it is, I need to know. I need to start going to the doctor more. That's a crazy part of life. You turn 25 years old, you just stop going to the dentist and stop going to the doctor. You're just like, I'm not going to go. I don't know. It's not even like dude, all my homies who are like that age and still live at home are still just like, yeah, no, I'm not going to the dentist or doctor. It's pretty awesome. It does. Not anymore. Jordan Diggle, I don't know what you're responding to. I'm a professional yapper. It's true. Do I post the calls? Some of them. If there's a really funny call, I'll clip it out. So eventually what I want to do with the show is every single show I want there to be like a compilation of every single call. So like every caller can go back and watch their moment. But it's a lot of editing. Dude, I edit so much. Jordan Diggle with the follow. Unbelievable stuff from Mr. Diggle. I mean, that just sounds so inappropriate. If you had like a young child and it's like, hey mom, can I sleep over at Tommy's house tonight? And you're like, Tommy? Who's Tommy? You're like, Tommy Diggle? You're like, oh, I've never heard of Tommy Diggle. Yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Diggle are really cool. The Diggles? Welcome to the Diggles. You're gonna come on down. You're gonna have some food with the Diggles. What are we doing? You know what we're doing? It's Friday night, and we got no Dylan Harper to the line. 47 seconds left in the third quarter. It's a 2-point game in San Antonio. I do have an amazing observation that I made tonight. You're actually the first person to say it right. First try. My last name. Diggle. What do they say? Digley? Dijlaw? Digley. Mr. Diggle. I'm sorry for making fun of your parents. I didn't. I thought it was I didn't know. 6-4, go Ducks. Ducks win. Boom. Sorry, Jordan. Jeez, I'm being such a jerk tonight. It's now a tie game in Portland. Brother, this was a 10-point lead, and now the Spurs have come all the way back to tie this thing up in the third quarter. Hey, we might be going to the fourth quarter absolutely knotted up and in for a thriller tonight in Oregon, on the Pacific Northwest. If you don't know nothing about a PNW, it's rainy and wet. So, one time when I was a tour manager for a comedian, and we were on the road last year. And we had a tour stop that it started in Vancouver, on Friday. Saturday was a show in Portland. Right? No, Seattle. And then the night 3 was in Eugene. Oh my gosh, this is just the worst talking ever. So bad at talking. It was raining the whole time. That was the moral of the story. The whole time it rained. Pizza Day is saying some nasty things. If the Suns don't get some calls tomorrow, I'm throwing my phone across the room. And I'm burning my Booker jersey, running to Canada, and starting a family of 5 as a Lakers fan. Lakers in 5, brother. Lakers in 5. It'd be so sick to move to Canada just because your team lost. Someone's like, hey, why, hey, you're enjoying Canada. Why'd you move here, eh? He's like, well, my basketball team lost. It's like, oh, okay. Fox inside, spinning, shooting. Makes the bucket. The Spurs have taken the lead 88-87. Yeah, PV. I know. You're in big, big trouble. You're in big, huge trouble. I want to go back over some of the stuff I saw in tonight's Lakers game as this series is absolutely over as the Houston Rockets completely collapse. Scoot Henderson is a circus magician. What's a circus magician? It's like a magician, but they got a little bit of Carney in them. They got a little bit of METH. They got a little bit of that crystal in them. The Rockets had a 6-point lead in the game with 25 seconds left on the clock. They threw the inbounds pass away. Marcus Smart got the steal on an inbounds pass. My favorite part about it was Stan Van Gundy said this game is over. He's like, well, it looks like the Rockets are going to force a game 5 at least. And then instantly the ball was stolen by Marcus Smart. He goes up for a 3. Jay Green, I keep forgetting. It's not Jalen Green. It's not John Green. I know a guy named John Green. It's Josh Green. Yeah, Mog, I am on Twitch. @TakeBackWithZach. If you guys want to come over here, this is where the water is warmest. Marcus Smart hits all 3 of the free throws. The very next possession, LeBron James pokes the ball away from Reed Shepherd underneath the basket. Him and Luke Kennard do a little bit of back and forth rigmarole. LeBron puts up a 3 and makes it to completely eliminate the 6-point lead that Houston had and tie the game. The game goes to overtime. Dude, they showed a shot. The game goes to OT off an unbelievable attempt from LeBron James that almost won the thing in regulation. They showed both of the benches. They cut to Houston, and all of the players were staring straight ahead. Like, they were staring straight through the soul of Ime Udoka. Like, not even paying attention to a word he was saying, just staring out in shock. This is even a tie game, and they're going to overtime. They cut then to the Lakers bench, and the Lakers were, like, locked in on J.J. Redick's whiteboard. Maybe they were staring at something else. Maybe J.J. Redick was doing one of those little dances for him. Scoot Henderson guy's confusing. I can't tell if he's good or not. Pizza, I'm at the point where he's not very good. But he is still young, so he's got some time to grow. Holy crap, my head hurts. This is bad. I hate this. LeBron and the Lakers took over the game in overtime. But realistically, they did have the lead pretty much the entire game. I would have been very, very frustrated if the Lakers lost this game. At the beginning of the day on my show, if anybody was watching, I did predict the Lakers were going to lose this one. I just thought this was a spot where the Lakers drop one and Houston does get a win. As we just got a follow from my homie, my guy, 2V. Yo, 2V is also Mog in the TikTok, so 2V. I can call you Mog or I can call you 2V. It's up to you. Or your actual name. I don't know your name. I'm just going to call you Mog. Jordan Diggle said I'm a big Celtics fan. He hates the Lakers. All right, being a jerk. Maybe we'll meet in the finals, dude. Adam Silver would want nothing more than the Lakers and the Celtics to meet in the finals. He originally wanted it to be Lakers-Knicks. I promise you, he talked to me. We do a roundtable every single week with Adam Silver where I sit down with the commissioners of around the sports leagues of all the pro sports teams, and I'm like, RJ works too. And all the commissioners tune in. They're like, hey, Zach, how you doing? I'm like, hey, Adam. Hey, Roger. Hey, MLB guy. Hey, Robbie. Does the NHL have a commissioner? College football needs a commissioner. I know a bunch of people are saying Josh Pate should be the commissioner of college football, but it was mainly Josh Pate saying that. Sorry, but Celtics versus Spurs. Jordan Diggle, I have the Cavs coming out of the East personally. I just think that four-headed monster is just a little bit too much to deal with. Also, it's like we kind of were talking about the matchup issues with the Celtics, and if Embiid does play, those issues just get absolutely heightened if they do run into the Cavaliers, who have 2 7-footers that can absolutely ball out in Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. I remember when that move first happened, right? When Jared Allen left the Nets and it went over to our friends, the Cleveland Cavaliers, and I was like, wait, they have 2 7-footers on this team. How is this even going to work? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm flabbergasted, but it absolutely does. And then we're like, hey, let's add James Harden to this thing. Now, historically, James Harden is a player that kind of disappears. Scoot Henderson is just, he's getting the ball and shooting it. Dude, I swear to you, every time Scoot Henderson has the ball in his hands, he's like, yeah, this is going up. Dude, I was so angry the day the Suns game happened that I couldn't, that I cooled down now, but holy crap, I was mad. And we got him worked back up again. NHL has had one commissioner and one only since 1993. NHL has had one commissioner and one only since 1993. PV, I don't know if that sentence makes sense at all, or if I'm just bad at reading, or I'm tired or my head hurts. Maybe all. Tatum and Brown can take down anyone. They brought us to the finals in 2022. Yeah, that team had Kristaps Porzingis on it, right? That team had Kristaps Porzingis and Al Horford on it. And Drew Holiday? Was Drew Holiday still on the team? And Marcus Smart was on the team? No, that's 25? All right. There's only been one commissioner in the history of the NHL ever. That's what I thought you said, PV. I absolutely appreciate the insight. Breaking news, one NHL commissioner. There's 10 minutes and 40 seconds left in the game. It's knotted up at 91. I'm going to be kind of locked in on this Spurs and Portland game throughout. I have one take on this NBA Million Tree Arbor Day type thing that I think might be the funniest take of all time, but it also might be the worst take of all time. 22 was Celtics Warriors. Oh, yes. The Steph Curry experience. The Steph Curry EXP. It's kind of like the Jimi Hendrix experience, but instead of playing guitars, they're like playing basketball and they're shooting threes a lot. Jeremy Grant with the miss. Spurs advancing the ball quickly. Harper to the dish, makes it, and the Spurs take the lead. 2-point lead, 93-91. Fast basketball being played as Scoot Henderson goes all the way to the rim but gets fouled. Brother, nobody knows what to do with this game. This game has gone absolutely off the rails. I think at the beginning of this thing, everyone was thinking that this Spurs and Blazers series would be the worst series by a landslide. Maybe Suns Thunder. Yeah, of course. Suns fans, absolutely. Suns fans are whoa, woo, woo. They're absolutely losing their minds. Oh my gosh. There is a young woman sitting courtside for the I don't know how to say this without getting banned on TikTok. She wore a helmet till an old age. She was at least 7 or 8 years old, still wearing a helmet covering a soft spot on the top of her head. You're a TBWZ journalist on the ground. You have no idea what I had to do to get that information. PV, I'm going to hire a slew of journalists. I'm going to scatter them around the entire country. I might even put one over in Turkmenistan. Dude, I had this thought the other day, and this might be the dumbest thing ever, or it might be the smartest thing ever. You know how LeBron James is the GOAT? Or Michael Jordan's the GOAT, Tom Brady, whatever. Usain Bolt, Michael Phelps. Is Michael Phelps the GOAT of swimming? Yeah, probably. Those guys were born to play basketball, right? Everything within the fiber of their being, down to the cells, down to their mitochondria, the powerhouse of their cells. Every part of their body, of their height, of their frame, of their IQ, of their upbringing was just dedicated to them being really, really good at basketball. And LeBron James is the greatest of all time. He was destined to be that. But you and I could never have been LeBron James because you and I are not the same size as him, and we don't have the same athleticism as him, and we don't have the same basketball IQ or savvy or natural instincts as he does. We could have never been LeBron James, right? Look at me. Do you think I could be LeBron James? But my thought is, do you think there's a greatest of all time? Do you think there's a basketball player out there that would have been better than LeBron James, but just never played basketball? There was some dude that was the perfect size. Every single muscle fiber was perfectly crafted to be a pro basketball player. They had all the ability to learn the game, all of the athleticism needed to be the GOAT. Do you think there's some dude that's like chilling in Turkmenistan that had the exact, I lost it, that had like the exact physical makeup to be the greatest basketball player of all time, but instead he got like really into CSGO? And just like never hooped? Like, do you think the GOAT is like still out there? I think is what I'm getting at. Is this the dumbest thing anyone's ever said, or are we tracking here? Because someone needs to let me know, because I'm freaking out. I was up late last night, like wide awake, laying in my bed, staring at the ceiling. I'm like, do you think there's a GOAT of basketball out there, like living in Uzbekistan, that just never picked up a basketball? Do you think there's like some Taiwanese boy that would be the greatest point guard of all time, but he just never hooped before? I do think about that. PV thinks about that a lot. Dude, think about all of the guys that were like, would have been the greatest wide receiver of all time, but instead of like playing football, they were like playing like sell the perk on the corner of the street underneath the... All right, that was just... Okay. You know what I mean? Like, instead of choosing a life of like playing ball and playing sports and being an upright citizen, they chose a life of doing other things and partying and like hookah. My brother played for varsity and then quit to make music. That's a great example, Mog. Or that's actually another one. Like, we were talking about Jimi Hendrix being the best guitar player of all time. Do you think that like maybe the greatest guitar player of all time never picked up a guitar? Right? Like, they had all of the intangibles needed to be the greatest axe slayer of all time, but they just never picked one up. Like, is there any chance that PV is a virtuoso at the piano? He's just never sat down and played one. Right? I don't know. These are the things that I think about. It's now 10 minutes left in this game. It's 93-93. This game continues to go back and forth. Some good defense, some really good offensive rebounding from San Antonio as they have 19 second chance points in this game. Like AJ DeBonsta type deal, where his parents want him to finish college before he goes to the NBA. Okay. But instead never goes to the NBA. Yeah, maybe, kinda. He could have settled and drive trash trucks right now. Dude, LeBron James at some point like could have been like, I don't really like basketball. I'm gonna be an actor. And then like got way too big to be in theater. And they're like, you're too tall for theater arts. And then they kicked him to the curb. And by the time he went back to basketball, it's like, hey, it's too late. And then he just started like driving trash trucks in Akron, Ohio. Like, that could have been LeBron's trajectory, right? Instead, he turned into the greatest to ever play. So, by virtue, I think if LeBron ended up being the greatest, there is a chance that the greatest never ended up becoming LeBron. I'm running in circles trying to make sense right now. My own brain is like arguing with myself. Like, are you sure you know what you're talking about? I'm like, no, I don't at all. I don't. Dylan Harper just hit a huge 3 to take the 1-point lead. San Antonio's up 96-95. This was a game that I thought was going to go much lower scoring-wise, but these two teams are both going at it. Red shirt James Draymond. Jordan Diggle, welcome to the show, dude. Love having you here. Love having you here. Scoot Henderson is doing some crazy things tonight. Just Pop said, you think we could maybe get Joey Bosa since we didn't draft Edge? Just Pop, who's your team again? I'm so sorry, brother. You a Cowboys fan? Travis Barker was driving trash trucks. He was going to quit, but Blink-182, original drummer, went to rehab, so they needed a stand-in, and the rest is history. He was going to quit drums. PV, unbelievable. Unbelievable. PV, you are the journalist of the year. You've officially been named the journalist of the year. Congratulations, Dalton. I bet it feels good, bro. Oh, yeah, the Bears. Do you guys want Joey Bosa? That is the question. Do you want Joey Bosa? Yeah, I think you can make a move. Listen, I struggle to be like, do you think we should make a move type guy, because I have no idea what's being offered as Scoot Henderson misses a 3, Luke Cornett with a huge rebound. I just don't know what's being offered. Like, when the draft rolls around, everyone's like, oh, we should have done this or we should have done that. Like, we don't know like what's really going deep down into the minds of the GM. That's usually why it takes a little while for like a GM to get fired. Like, usually with a coach, 1 or 2 bad seasons, you're gone. Some guys like Urban Meyer don't even make it a full season. But a GM, we kind of usually give them like 3 or 4 years of a body of work to be like, all right, we like you. Or we're like, no, sir, get out of here. Mog said it's crazy. We're up 3-0. Remember when we used to get swept? Yeah, everyone picked us to get swept. We want an edge too. Get Montez over 10 sacks. He's been stuck at 10 for 5 years. He's not bad. He just needs help. He needs some help. The Spurs are not stopping. It's now a 6-point lead for San Antonio. It looks like the wind in the sails of the Portland Trailblazers might be blowing eastward as Denny Advia misses the easy deuce in the middle of the paint. Rebound for the Spurs. Harper driving on Klingon, can't do it. Out to Castle. Castle wants to score. But Jeremy Grant has other plans as he deflects the ball away. Klingon gets it. Jeremy Grant now bringing it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Driving inside. Klingon on the outside for 3. Off the front of the rim, but he gets his own rebound. Portland still has it. Shaden Sharp now. Over across the court. Another 3 from Portland. Misses. Luke Cornett, another rebound. Luke Cornett, unbelievable. What a beast. You're good, Pop. I want to be a GM in the NBA or NFL. It's my dream job. So, Jordan, let's break this down right now, brother. So you got a dream job of being a GM in sports. How are we going to get there? Let's create Jordan Diggle's entire career arc to get him to be a GM. Jordan, first of all, before we do this tonight, it's a 10-0 run for the San Antonio Spurs. Before we do this tonight, brother, let's get your location. So what state are you in or what city are you in? And then I need what grade you're in right now, Jordan, because we're going to map out your entire career to get you to become a GM. And if you follow this plan 100% correctly, Jordan, I know for a matter of fact, you're going to become a GM. Rhode Island, 11th grade. Rough start. I'm just kidding. Rhode Island is good. 11th grade. All right, so you're a junior. So, Jordan, you're in your 11th grade. It's your second semester. You should have probably already started applying to schools, Jordan. Jordan Diggle, have you applied to any schools? Have you heard back from any schools? You probably won't until, what, winter semester? To be a GM in the NFL, you do have to go to school, in my opinion. No one's going to hire some guy with without a college degree. So Rhode Island is a good place. You have a lot of colleges around you. If you could go Ivy League, that would be great. But ultimately, this is going to sound crazy. I would lean towards going towards the football. You go Big Ten or you go to an SEC school and you use every contact in your being to try to get on the college team as an equipment manager or as a manager. I've been really looking into some, but we haven't yet started actually applying to ones yet. Jordan, what's the GPA? We need that GPA big time, brother. That GPA will matter. I also need you taking an SAT and getting a good grade on it. That will be important too. We're doing a career arc for my friend Jordan right now. Steph Castle is 29 in this game. He's 9 for 16. Shaden Sharp for an easy 2 does not get it, but Klingon with a rebound gets absolutely hacked by Luke Cornett. Klingon is a good basketball player, man. He's a good basketball player. He's only going to get better, but this is a 10-point deficit now for Portland. I don't know if they have enough to come back. 3.7, we'll take it. 3.7, we'll take it. So like I said, you want to be targeting, Jordan, SEC or Big 12 schools. So why am I saying that, Jordan? Because the first thing that you want to do is when you get into whatever school is you need to apply for the equipment program. I'm writing this down for you. I'll mail you this piece of paper. You need to get into the equipment program for whatever school you end up going to. So you're not just going to go to school and then like do your classes and then do your thing and then after school like go to NFL.com and like apply for a job. Like click, bang, all right, ding, ding. So we need to get you into an NFL team. So we're going to work backwards here. So from GM, we're going to the job you'll have before GM is going to be scout, okay? Or assistant to the GM. Then you go assistant to GM, down to scout, down to regional scout, all the way down into the scouting department. So how do you get into the scouting department of an NFL team? The first thing you have to have is one big word that we're going to be using a lot tonight, and that word is connections. Say it with me, guys. Connections. Connections are everything in this world. The more connects that you have in life, open doors that will be open to you. For instance, I used to do some work with the Los Angeles Rams. I know some people over with the Buccaneers. And then I have some friends over in the Giants organization as well. And so when my little brother was applying to jobs, I was able to email my connects at all of those teams and be like, hey, bro, will you guys look at my brother's resume? And they were like, yeah, of course. And so he got their resume into those organizations because I had connects. We're going to need connects in this department. Here's how you get those connects, though. You work for the football team at whatever school you go to in college. So instantly, let's say you do get in with that 3.7 GPA. Let's say you get into and you want to stay a little bit close to home. You want to go Big Ten or SEC here, and you want to kind of be in the sports world. Rutgers wouldn't be terrible. It's just not a very good program. Let's lean towards you know what? Let's go ACC. Let's go Virginia Tech, okay? So you're going to get into Va Tech, which is a very good school. I don't know. I'm just making one up. You have to go to whatever school that you have some sort of a connection to the football team with. So whether it's a coach that played at a spot or a friend of a friend that knows a guy, you're going to want to find a connection. My aunt is head of security for the Patriots, and she has all of the Super Bowls from Tom Brady, and she used to walk Tom Brady out and Mac Jones. So that's a good connection already. No, that's a great connection. That's a great connection. The one worry about that one, Jordan, nothing to worry about. Security does not have a through line to becoming a scout, okay? So we're going to have to use that connect to get your resume in to the Patriots facility, right? So that'll be good. But that resume needs to be chock full of beautiful, beautiful things, which is working for a college football team. I would start as soon as possible really mapping out what college has a good program that you would want to go to. Business. You're going to go into business. You're going to do an MBA. And you're going to try to work for the football team as a manager. You can also do baseball. You can also do basketball, right? But football has 20-ish managers. So those are the students on the sidelines, like the guys holding up the sign that has like Tupac on it, and they're calling plays. So you're going to do that on the sidelines basically for 4 seasons. And your boss and all the coaches above you, like if you go to Va Tech, like James Franklin is a guy that you'll be crossing paths with, right? You're not going to be tight with James Franklin, but the coach right underneath James, who's the assistant to the head coach, he's someone you'll be talking to a lot. So let's just call him James Jr. So over 4 years, you and James Jr. get a good relationship, and you at the end of it, hey, James, here's what I want to do. I want to be a scout. He's going to say, dude, I've got connects at the Chiefs, and I got the Giants, and I got this. And you're like, well, my aunt used to do security at the Patriots. That's great. I'll do a letter of recommendation for you. Boom, boom. You've got a great resume. You've got a degree. You've got 4 years of experience on a football team already, and you've got connections. Boom. That is the game plan for you, my friend Jordan Diggle, first time listener of the show, just getting some advice from Vini. I'm doing career paths. I'm doing career path training. Is there anyone on Twitch that's like streaming, like you guys know Caleb Hammer, the guy that streams like taxes? Jordan also like everything I said is actually pretty accurate, dude. Yeah. But also, there's a million different ways to get a job in this world, but that is the one I would choose. You want to stock your resume up. You want to build connections. You want to get experience working for a football team, and you want to get a good degree. It's kind of, and the way you do that is work for a college football team. That will get you there. That will help the way. Now, like we start looking at, all right, where do I have a connection? Do you know a guy who used to play at a school, right? Do you know someone who used to play at Rutgers? Is your aunt really tight with Travion Henderson, who's a great Christian man who can get your resume submitted over at Ohio State? You know what I mean? That's like the next step of this whole thing is figuring out how you get one of those jobs. But dog, if you don't, the world is not over. Because you can just then get your degree and try to get a job with maybe the NFL, maybe with a high school organization, or maybe at a college. And you can work your way up through the scouting departments at a college, work your way up to a head scout for that college team. Maybe then you meet some NFL connects, work your way up to an NFL scout, yada, yada, yada. The next is the next. But the way you work your way up to GM is by getting in with a pro football team, which is the hardest part. So if you do that, you're going to be on a good track. Zach, help me now become a 3-star prospect. Mog, you're going to want to grow, first of all. There's a substance out there called HGH, human growth hormone. You're going to want to find as much of it as possible, and you're going to want to just start shooting that stuff up and getting really big and jacked up. My cousin's in the NFL draft right now. He's the kicker for Texas A&M. Jordan, there you go. That's your SEC school. That's your big-time football program. That's your really good business degree, and those are all your connections you're going to need. I would apply to Texas A&M in a heartbeat. You'll get in with a 3.7 GPA. I know you'll be a little bit far from home, but Texas is kind of cool, although College Station is a bit of a mission. However, dude, you got to treat college like it's a business, like it's a business move, bro. You're going there for 4 years. You're going to lock in heavy. Maybe you're not going to have fun. Maybe you're not going to have a good time. Comfort is overrated, bro. No one like achieves their dreams by staying comfortable the entire time. I've never met a single person who's like, yeah, I want to, make my dreams happen, but I also want to be really comfortable. Those guys don't make it. Yeah, I want to like chase the dream, but I'm only going to do it like part-time because I still want to, be comfortable and pay my taxes and stuff. Like that guy doesn't make it. You got to go in. It's like your job. 100%, Jordan. I got drafted. I'm actually Jacob Rodriguez. Holy crap, guys. Jacob Rodriguez has joined the chat. Jacob, thank you for gracing us with your beautiful presence, dog. I love watching you play football. I love your mustache. You're such a versatile linebacker. I'm so glad you're going to be playing in the NFL now. More working out. Yeah. Oh, no, Mog, you still can do that. You still can, but you shouldn't, but you could try. It's 4 minutes left in the game. It's a 110-97. Portland completely collapsed in this one. Completely collapsed. They're down 13. Scoot Henderson's falling over, trying his best. Time Lord gets blocked by Luke Cornett, who went straight up. Dude, this Portland team is absolutely cooked. The Spurs, dude, are going to go up 2-1, it looks like, on Portland. And there's a lot of time left. So we're going to keep rolling with it. But ultimately, this thing does look over. Rip City. Hey, is that the dumbest name for a team ever? What's your team's nickname? Hey, Rip City. Are you farting? Oh, is it Poop City? Welcome to Portland. Poop City. I got to stop making I got to stop making poo-poo and piss jokes, but they're very funny. Yo, Zach, remember CD Lambro? What happened to him? Fellas, I think Cool Ranch is going to win this thing. 4-3. It's still 13. 3 minutes, 45 seconds left in the game. The Spurs are really trying to waste time and get the clock down low. Castle over the top of Jeremy Grant. Can't connect. Denny Advia does get the rebound. I think they need 3 right here. Denny Advia driving inside of the paint. Luke Cornett looking like an absolute beast, but not enough to stop Time Lord. Time Lord with the dunk off the alley-oop from Denny. 3.5 minutes, 112-101. San Antonio on top here. Portland only has 1 timeout in this thing. San Antonio still has 2. We're not doing the whole, use it or lose it timeout thing in this one. My gosh, my head hurts. De'Aaron Fox driving inside. Drew Holiday playing some good defense. Denny Advia trying to defend right now. Doing a good job. Ultimately, shot clock violation. Sorry. Oh, yeah. Shot clock violation? Guys, for tomorrow's show, let's see when these games are. So I'm going to see when we're going live together tomorrow. So we have games. Pistons and Magic game is at 10 a.m. Pacific time. I'm not going to be up for that. I'm staying up. I'm sleeping until noon. Guys, when do you wake up? Jordan Nichols said the Red Sox stink. They do, bro. The Red Sox are booty. And that was a playoff team last year. This series is very, very, very young. Jordan, are you all Boston sports? Do you live in Mass? I went to Boston University. I went there for film school. I went to BU. I lived in Brookline. So I love that city, man. Boston's my favorite city. I really didn't want to leave. Yup. Nice, Jordan. Dude, you and I are connected. Oh, yeah, you live in Rhode Island. You just said that. Forgot about that. I've been to Providence, Rhode Island. I expected beautiful, gorgeous landscapes and Rhode Island to be lush and pretty and awesome. We were there in December, so I understand the trees are dead. Providence stinks, dude. Wait, up at 12 or 1? Providence, it's pretty okay. We had a show there, dude. Like I said, I used to tour with this comedian. I'm gonna wake up at noon probably. We had a show in Providence, Rhode Island, dude. We had multiple mics on stage, and when you have 2 microphones that are too close to a speaker, you get that feedback noise. It's really, really nasty. It's terrible. We kept getting that during the performance. I was so mad. The GM of the venue after was sitting there with goodie bags. I absolutely ripped this man alive. Felt terrible about it right after. And then my boss came up and ripped him even harder, and I was like, all right, bro. Thank you for having my back, dog. Rhode Island's not bad when I go there for camp, maybe because it's summer, though. Yeah. Said RL. Scoot Henderson wants to shoot so bad he does for 3. Misses, in and out, rebound, Spurs, 114-103, 2 minutes left in the game. It's official. We are in the 2-minute report. 2-minute report. I'm just going to be calling the 2-minute, the last 2 minutes of the game, the TBWZ 2-minute report. I'm going to give it to you live right here. Luke Cornett running the pick and roll with De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox pulls up over Denny Advia for a 2-pointer. 13-point game. Zach is employed. Wow, never knew that. I was employed. I quit my job to start this. But I do work. I'm an editor as well, freelance editor. Holy crap, Scoot Henderson's shoe flew so far in the air. Dude, I don't know if you guys saw it, but the NBA was advertising these this Arbor Day initiative to plant a bunch of trees. You got to know that the NBA Million Tree Project for Arbor Day is 100% a result of the Kawhi Leonard aspiration Fugazi partnership. I love the idea of the domino, the big domino meme where the little one is Pablo Torre snooping around, and then the huge domino is the NBA has to plant 1 million trees. Aspiration is the company that the Clippers were utilizing to circumnavigate the salary cap and pay Kawhi Leonard an extra $45 million. And Aspiration was essentially this tree planting company. So if for whatever tree you move by, we'll plant a... It's just some dumb thing that these people are using to take government incentives and make money off of a company that actually doesn't really do any good. But they're we plant trees. So the idea was Kawhi Leonard had a partnership with this incredible company called Aspiration that was doing good around the world and planting trees and helping the environment. Kawhi Leonard never took a single picture planting a tree. He never did anything with this company. And it's this huge issue. And now the NBA is announcing tonight that for Arbor Day, they're going to be planting 1 million trees across the world. I just love the idea of Pablo Torre was snooping around the Clippers organization, found this stuff out, and then the NBA is what should we do to look better about this? Let's plant 1 million trees. How much money do you think 1 million trees even costs, dude? How much money do you think 1 million trees even costs? If it's it's dumb math, but if it's $1 per tree, it's not even $1 per tree. Dude, they're going to spend millions of dollars on this project to plant 1 million trees across America for Arbor Day, all because Steve Ballmer cheated. It's the Arbor Day thing is hilarious. The Clippers not making the playoffs this year, and the combination of that and then OKC being as good as they are, dude. The Clippers are the most cooked franchise to ever exist. Trees are free. Mog, I don't know how we could do better than that, bro. Trees are free. Paprika on that clip, I guess. I'm not going to make it. 59 seconds left. This is a 12-point game. It looks like San Antonio is going to take a 2-1 series lead on the road tonight in Portland unless a miracle happens right here. They need 4 3-pointers. Then you go on a 12-0 run here. They got no one who even wants to shoot. All the scrubs are in. This game is absolutely over, and so is this show. Fellas on TikTok, thanks for hanging out. Mog, thanks for watching. Jordan, you're the absolute man, bro. I'll be live again tomorrow. Tomorrow night, probably around the start of the last game. No. I'll be live at halftime of the last game, probably. But if things change, I have a Discord, and you guys can join the Discord. I'll also be live on Twitch and YouTube around that time as well, so look out for that show. TikTok people, thanks for joining. We will see you guys again tomorrow. Don't let the beggar bugs bite. Have a good night. God bless you. I love you guys. May Jesus bless you. Amen. Peace. My TikTok people are gone. To all my YouTube people, thank you for watching the show. It said it didn't connect.